comes to when it comes to deadlift in strongman rules, we saw someone do 1100, and we saw Thor break 1100 3 times. Third one counting the first time he broke Eddie's 1100, 500 kilograms. Thor did 501, then he did 505, then he did 510. But we could potentially see 1200 deadlift, maybe even more. But deadlift, they're just getting more whippier bars, elephant bars, other Kubaki bars, whatever, whippier bars. And straps, maybe some manipulation with the suit. So for strongman, we could see 1200 eventually. And we can even see it done sumo, 1200. And these are rare breed of how strong lifters doing these numbers, 1100, 1200. Some of the strongest deadlifters in the world. Whether they do a sumo at a well under 200 pounds, or they're doing it completely, they're doing conventional, suited up, whatever. But when it comes to powerlifting, we're about to see potentially Colton Engelbrecht in the full meet hit the first 500 kg sumo deadlift, or the first 500 kg competition deadlift, and that'll be done in a full meet. First 1100 in powerlifting. The heaviest deadlift in competition is 1075 pounds by Dan Grigsby. So he holds the record. And the heaviest conventional pull was by Benny Magnuson. He did 1015, and that's still the heaviest conventional pull to this day, 15 years ago. But we're seeing someone called Area Strength. I don't know the name of the guy, never met him, but he's a strong puller. He recently did 981 conventional in competition, and he's the strongest conventional puller today, powerlifting standards. No straps, mixed grip, or hook grip, I don't know, but no straps. In the powerlifting competition, he is the strongest. Him and the guy by the name Sir Dave, also a contender to being the strong conventional puller. So in powerlifting, we'll also eventually see 1100 conventional. We'll either see it when a freak just decides to compete in powerlifting, they'll see 1100 plus conventional. And that also depends on the bars they use or bars they allowed or whatever. If not the bars, some freak could just come out of the woodwork and break at least 1100 conventional. I'm not gonna say 1200 yet, because it's been 15 years and we've been yet to see somebody break the 1015 pull by Benny conventional. And the only deadlifts more than that in powerlifting are sumo. And we're about to see our first 500 kg sumo eventually in competition. So once we see 500 kg, aka 1100 sumo in competition, we're gonna see if 1200 is possible, but that's a big leap. Or we could see like all the so-called tested powerlifters, people like Nunzo, Jesus, Rondell, Bob, Ashton, all the really strong pullers. Well, Ashton is not planning on taking PEDs, so he's out of the conversation. But if Rondell, maybe Bob, Nunso, and who else? Jesus probably is not planning on taking PEDs either. No, but if Nunso decides to take PEDs, he could potentially break Benny's deadlift record for untested, for conventional, or potentially be the first one to do 1100 conventional in powerlifting meet. But who knows? Maybe they all have potential to do 1000 tested. But if they go to untested, then it's a matter of not suffering the side effects and heart not exploding, no catastrophic injury. But yeah, that's really what it takes, yo. And out of all of them, Nunsel's the one who has the chance to do 1,000 pounds tested. But if he goes to untested, then Thor might be in trouble. Even people like Rondell, if he decides to go untested. And also, who else? So that and yeah, so but or Nonso could potentially break 1100 naturally because he's only 20, 21 years old, and he has at least a decade of lifting left not to get injured. He'll probably break 1,000 tested. He's already hit 900 plus 926 when he was 20, so he could potentially hit 1,000 pounds before he turns 30 tested, and hit more than that when he's 30 tested. Who knows?